And for the first time in this short 2025 preseason, the Mavericks are on the road. Tonight at Delta Center in Salt Lake City, we bring you the Mavs and the Jazz here on Mavs TV.
Nurkic was initiating out front, and a blocked jump shot by Washington. And a bobbled ball is ultimately controlled by Dallas, and Flag heads out to the corner. Here's Cooper driving and going in to posterize Yusuf Nurkic. And he goes down on the foul. Another trip to the free throw line coming up for the Mavs. Flag makes both free throws, so Dallas, all of their points have been on the line so far. Another block shot, and twice Markkanen has been turned away. First outside by PJ, then inside by Lively. Markkanen, who was outstanding for Finland in Eurobasket summer, averaged 23 points per game, and he's on the board. You go back to the high school class of 2024. The consensus #1 recruit was Cooper Flag, and won. The consensus #2 recruit, by the way, was Ace Bailey. Obviously, he can score, but also he can contribute on the defensive end of the floor, and he likes his versatility from a scoring standpoint. But Bailey's in some foul trouble right now, but it's not deterring him from taking a shot when it presents itself. Keontae George has averaged 8.5 assists in 2 preseason games and just got himself an assist as he finds Yusuf Nurkic. Saw the player he was traded for on Saturday, Colin Sexton. An answer at the other end of the floor on a 2-point shot by AD. And then the ball rolls away. PJ Washington up ahead to Ryan Nembhard, joining the play, Dwight Powell. Slam dunk by Dwight Powell. Some new faces on this Maverick coaching staff and a lot of experience.
A lot of experience. Vogel's going to be controlling the defense. Triano's in control of the offense.
Max Christie and Najee Marshall are in the game, and Max Christie's right there to catch an alley-oop from Ryan Nembhard. There's a drive to the hole and a foul on Nembhard. Keontae George has a chance for a 3-point play. Max Christie, slam dunk a moment ago, and nice bounce 3 that time. Obviously, they're going to be very young again this year in Utah after just a 17-win season last year as Anthony Davis scores in the paint. We just saw Love miss his first field goal attempt of the preseason. Here is Clayton, drops it off inside, and Markkanen lays it in. Well, here is Anthony Davis. He's got maybe more than one superpower.
He's got about 5.
Scoring inside is certainly one of them, and Davis with a 10-point first quarter now. Jaden Hardy bobbled by Lively around. Yes. And thanks to some help from Sir Isaac Newton, it is pulled in there. Drive by Max Christie, and it's Walter Clayton with the intercept. And Clayton realizing that Cooper Flag was among those bearing down on him, so he gave it up to the dude who is leading the NBA in the preseason in scoring, Bryce Sensabaugh. Cooper, of course, a one and done, and he puts it down and scores with a foul. There's still some time here, 4 seconds, as PJ got it away and scores. I think PJ, he already was good putting the ball down, but certainly early on it looks like there's even more comfort. And speaking of looking good, how about Bryce Sensabaugh? There's PJ creating, 3-pointer for Cooper Flag. Coop knocks down his first 3-pointer tonight. Timeout called by Utah after Hardy's transition basket. Dallas up 4. Markkanen in a pick and pop. And that's a long 2-pointer for Lauri Markkanen at the toenail on the 3-point line. And it's Nurkic defending well in the paint. And Clayton ready to have a go. A little behind Cody Williams, but able to gather it in and score to give Utah the lead. Here is Najee Marshall. His sciatica's fine. Just gliding right to the basket, coming out of a timeout. That looked nice for the Mavericks. Well executed. They double AD on the catch. He's able to dribble away from it and finds Marshall, who hits a 3. Inside and outside, out of the timeout for Najee. Marshall with a catch and an attack and a score. Nice pass by Nurkic. He had 7 assists. Came in one of their preseason contests last week. Block shot, Cooper Flag. An authoritative rejection of an attempt by Keontae George. Deflected away from PJ, picked up by Keontae George. I don't think they're going to miss this time. Keontae George rears back, and before Cooper could get there, able to hammer it home. Pitch out here by Clay. AD Drano. They tried 18 in the first half. Back cut, Markkanen, Nurkic, the good pass. Developing 2-on-1. Alley-oop behind Taylor Hendricks by Keontae George. This alley-oop's on the money, though. Placed perfectly by Marshall. and finished powerfully by Davis. Nurkic to Cody Williams, and Williams drains a three. He's had a tough first half. With that make, he's now 3 of 10 on shots. Oh, nicely done. Anthony Davis hits a triple. Marshall, for half the second quarter, outscored the entire Jazz team. Hendricks was denied inside by Cooper. He got it back and then went out to Nurkic for a three. Deflection by Anthony Davis on an outlet intended for Walter Clayton. Now Davis, change of direction, drive, and he is all the way to the basket and in the rim before Nurkic could do anything about it. Steal, Cooper, in transition, big finish. And Dallas scores again off a turnover. And then Dallas defends. They've done it all night long, defending in the paint against Taylor Hendricks in that particular situation. Cooper slams, and that was a big one.
Talk about serving it up on a platter. Beautiful setup by Nembhard. Cooper knows what to do with it.
Nurkic collects an offensive rebound. Today, Filipowski took away a lot of his operating space, but Nurkic still made it happen inside.
One thing that he can't do, strong part of his game.
Here's Davis operating so skillfully with that turnaround shot from near the top of the key. Utah is 3 for 12 with that make as they put the rock in the hands of Bryce Sensabaugh. Nice defense by Dwight Powell. He really punched it away from Filipowski. Here's Hardy on the attack, and down the lane, Jaden Hardy with the hoop. Some of that double-digit lead for Dallas is evaporating. Utah can make this a 5 or 4 point game. A spinning rebound by Powell, and a dish outside to Hardy, who hits the bullseye. Chances were there to push the lead back to 10 points, but Dallas unable to do so. And Cody Williams with a basket inside for the Jazz. Williams' rookie season saw him score only 4.5 points per game, shoot 32% for the floor, 26% from the arc. For three, Jaden Hardy. Hardy drives and draws in the defense for an open three for Ryan Nembhard. His first points of the game.
Get it out of here.
Oh, wow. Cisse, that's what he's done all preseason long to beat the buzzer. Hardy, it's up.
It's good.
You love to see it. Jaden Hardy. Got a turnover here for Dallas, and Cisse is back to challenge the shot, but Clayton smartly leaves it for Taylor Hendricks. I should note that Cisse's 1.7 blocks were just in 20 minutes per game, so he was getting it done as a defender on his time out, in his time out on the floor, wherever he played collegiately.
When you're on the floor, something that you do better than anybody else out there. That's a superpower. And when you can do stuff like that,
And left the offensive glass open in that case when Cisse turned away the initial shot. It's his second block. Hardy with a lob. Cisse can't catch it. And headed the other way. Elijah Harkless for the Jazz. Miles Kelly and Dennis Smith Jr. are about to go into the game for Dallas. Marshall in the paint, and there's that float game for Najee Marshall again.
High level.
Steal, Elijah Harkless on the pass by Powell. Dallas trying to get back to prevent the fast break basket, but unsuccessfully in that regard as Harkless scores again. Smith on the drive. 4-3, Miles Kelly. Nice to see him knock one down. And the offensive rebounds are 14-9 advantage Dallas in this game. And there's another offensive rebound. Cisse, deep three, Miles Kelly. Nice. Mavericks have 12 second chance points now in the game. Svi Mykhailiuk, 8 second chance points. It's Utah with 12. So there haven't been a lot of second chance points for Dallas tonight. Kelly's knocked down a couple of shots. He's going to drive it this time off a pick and roll, and it's tapped home. I do love those guys. Miles Kelly, nice fourth quarter from Miles. Bryce Sensabaugh with a very difficult three that he makes and draws a foul. As you saw, it will open up for Dallas with San Antonio, then Washington, Toronto, Oklahoma City. Those are the first 4 games, and not pictured on the screen is a 5th home game against the Indiana Pacers. Kansas City's Jeremiah Robinson Earl, by the way, with that tip-out rebound and getting a chance for a catch-and-shoot three that's on the money. Bryce Sensabaugh, that's another confidence shot.
Yeah.
Devin. Off balance, going to the deck inside. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, that's cash on the corner three.
Let it fly. Yes, sir.
From Ryan Nembhard, let Miles Kelly cook. Jay Kidd saying Utah Jazz and Utah Mammoth owner Ryan Smith there. This game is over, 114-101. Dallas led by 25 tonight from Anthony Davis. And I've been informed that we'll hear from Najee Marshall in tonight's postgame interview, and he was a contributor to the tune of 17 points for the Mavs tonight.